Alright, you should have done some probability stuff before. Alright, basic probability is what we're starting with today. Just the basic stuff, and then we're going to get to some more difficult stuff here in a little while. But the basic thing for probability is this: the number of favorable outcomes, in other words, the number of things that work, whatever it's asking for, over the total number of outcomes, or the total possibilities, which is called sample space. So if you hear sample space, that means what are your total number of choices? All right? Outcome is just a possible result of an experiment. And all of the stuff we're doing is going to be called experiments. So if it's picking marbles out of a bag, or picking cards out of a deck of cards, or rolling a die, or any of that, that's what those things are. All right. So an outcome is one of those things that happen. Everybody got the definition? If we go back to what that definition of probability said, it's the number of things that work over the total number of choices. So the first thing I want to find out is what is my total number of choices, because I'm going to use that every problem. How many total choices do I have up here?
8.
Total number of choices. How many different things can I pick? There's 5, 7, 3, 4, and 5. So how many is that total? 20 what? 24. So I've got 24 total choices. That's going to be the denominator for every one of these. So whatever the total number of choices is, that's the total number of choices for every problem. All right, so I know right now that I'm going to have a 24 right there. All right. So then I say, well, what works? What is the, if we go back, the favorable outcome? What is the favorable outcome in this one? What am I looking for?
Red.
The reds. Those are the favorable outcomes. Those are the things that work. How many reds do I have?
7.
So I do 7 over 24. Can I simplify that? Then I'm done. That's it. Go to the next one. Next one says blue. How many blues do I have? So that's going to be 5 out of 24. Yellow is what?
4.
Now 4 out of 24 can simplify. So I'll simplify that down to 1/6. When it has the or in there, we're going to add up those two things. So red or green. Well, red and green would be how many together when I add them? 10. And 10 out of 24 can simplify 5 out of 12. Black or red, what would that be?
12.
I got 5 black and 7 red, so that's 12. So 12 out of 24, which is 1/2. Then I go red, green, or blue. Same deal. I'm adding up those three things. Red, 7, green, 3, blue, 5. So what's 15? So 15 out of 24, and that can simplify to divided by 3, 5/8. Now look at this next one. It says not green. So what am I looking for? What is the favorable outcome?
Anything but green.
Anything but green. If it's anything but green, it's okay. So not green. Well, blue is not green, so there's 5. Red is not green, so that's 7. 4 is for the yellow and 5 for the black. So that would be 21 out of 24, which is 7 out of 8. Purple. How many purples are there? None. Which means, what are my chances of picking a purple? 0. It's impossible. All right, while we're on that, the lowest possible value you could ever have for probability is 0. What's the highest possibility you could have? 1. You can go from 0 to 1. It's got to be in between those numbers. Well, I say in between. It's got to be from 0 up to 1. Because 1 means it happens 100% of the time. 0 means it can never happen. All right. How many different suits do we have? Suits and cards.
Oh, four.
No, suits.
Four.
4. You got diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades. So that's the first thing you need to understand. There's how many total cards? There's 52 total cards. And it goes from an ace up to a king. Is everybody familiar? We should be. You need to understand you got 4 different types. Diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades. It goes from an ace, 2, 3, 4, on up to 10, jack, queen, king. So you got 13 in each of the suits. All right. First one says, what is the probability of picking an ace? How many aces are in the deck?
4.
4. There's one of each. Diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades. So there's 4 out of the 52, which simplifies down to 1 over 13. Well, how many 7s are in the deck?
4.
4. So what should we know right now about this kind of problem?
If they're gonna be in the third round.
If it asks for a number or just one type of card, it's going to be 4 out of 52. So if it says, what is the chance of getting a 7? What is the chance of getting a 10? What is the chance of getting a jack? That's going to be 1 out of 13 because there's 4 of them every time. Now when it does this and says 4 or 6, well now what do I do?
8 over.
I add up those two things. I have 4 4s, I have 4 6s. That's a total of 8 possible things that would work. We know that 52 is going to be the bottom every time because that's the total number of choices I've got. And then that simplifies down to 2 over 13. All right, now look. It says a number less than 5. All right. First of all, we have to determine one thing. Is the ace going to be like a 1 or is the ace going to be high? We're going to call it a 1. Let's just do that so everybody's doing the same thing. So ace is a 1. So I have an ace, 2, 3, and 4, right? So my answer is 4 out of 52? I disagree.
Wait, what? You said?
We just said there's an ace, 2, 3, 4. And I want a number less than 5. So we said the answer is 4 out of 52. And y'all said yes. And then I said I disagree.
I don't agree with that. I mean,
I agree that there's
I'm
half of them. What do you mean?
4 times 4
out of
equals 16.
I've got 4 diamonds
Yeah.
that are less than. I've got 4 hearts that are less than. I've got 4 clubs. I've got 4 spades. So I actually have 16 total choices that are less than the 5. So 16 out of 52. That's 4 out of 13.
You said-
Next one says club. How many clubs are there?
No. 16. No. Wait. Club. What's a club?
That's one of the suits.
10. I mean, 11. Dang, oh.
All right. You got an ace, then 2 through 10. So that's 10 right there. Then jack, queen, and king. Ace through 10 is 10. Jack, queen, king.
13.
There's 13
How?
out of 52.
Hold on, what?
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I ain't know.
Each suit has an ace through a 10, right?
Yeah.
So that's 10 cards. Jack, queen, and king.
Oh, okay.
So each suit has 13 cards.
So a club is just like one of the things.
Yes.
Oh,
So if I said diamonds right there, what's the answer going to be?
13.
13 out of 52, which is 1 void. If I said hearts or spades, it's going to be the same thing. All right. Now, what about this? Red.
13.
Right.
No, 26.
Why is it 26?
Because
Because I got 13 diamonds and 13 hearts.
Oh, brain.
So that would be 1/2. All right. Now it starts getting more specific. A black 8. Well, how many black 8s are in the deck?
One.
I disagree.
Huh?
2. There's the clubs and the
Oh, yeah.
spades. You got to think about what you're dealing with when you answer this. A face card. That's jack, queens, and kings. How many jack, queens, and kings are there?
16.
No, 4 times 4.
No.
No.
Oh,
This is
it's
3.
three.
3
4
times
times
4.
3, which is 12.
12.
I got 3 for hearts, 3 for diamonds, 3 for clubs, 3 for spades. So I divide and get, I think that's 3 over 13. All right, now look at this. A 3 of diamonds.
Uh,
How many 3 of diamonds are in the deck?
One.
That was a 1. There's only one that's a 3 of diamonds. All right? Not a 5. How many 5s are in the deck?
Oh,
So that means everything else counts. So if I've got 52 total cards and 4 of them are out,
47.
48. It's not a 5. So that, huh?
I meant 4.
There's 4 5s in the deck. Those don't count. Everything else does count. So I got 52 total choices. I take out the 4 that don't work. So that means 48 things do work.
What about the Joker?
We ain't dealing with jokers. All right, 11 of spades. How many 11 of spades are there? 11 of spades.
Ain't no 11 to speed.
Exactly, there's not one. So it'll be 0. All right, on the cards part, if it messes you up, you can do this. You know you got clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds. And you got that for all of them. So if that helps for you to have this and see what you're dealing with, you can write that out. So maybe that'll help. All right, a die is thrown. What is the probability of getting whatever? In this case, 3. How many 3s can I roll at one time? 1. Out of total?
6.
I got 1 through 6, right? So I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 total choices. There's 1 3 on there, so that's over with. 4 or a 5. There's 1 of these and 1 of these, so that is 2 possible choices out of 6 total. That's 1/3. Not a 5. There's 5 things that are not 5s out of 6, so can't simplify that. A less than 4. How many is less than 4? 3 out of 6, which is 1/2. Greater than 1. 5 things that are greater than 1. And 8.
0.
There's no 8s on there, so that's automatically a 0. Less than 7.
0.
Less than 7.
6.
There's going to be 6 things that are less than 7 out of 6 total choices.
1.
Here's what I was talking about. The lowest you could ever have on probability is a 0. The highest you could ever have is a 1. If it happens every time, it's a 1. If it never happens, it's a 0.